just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
Stop copying me, please. That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please? Can you stop copying me, please? That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please? Stop copying me, please. That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please? Can you stop copying me, please? That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please?
What was that? Oh, it's gone. Can I go take a look?
Can you stop copying me, please? That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please?
Hiya, folks. How's everyone doing this fine Tuesday night? Or Wednesday if it is for you.
Can you stop copying
I
me?
just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please?
Hey, welcome, Abby. Tuesday for me as well. Just for the record.
Can you stop copying me, please? That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please? Can you stop copying me, please? That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please?
What was that? Oh,
Alright,
It's
I think
gone.
it's about time we play
Can I
some
go take a look?
Genshin Impact. Talk over sucrose there. These guys are copying each other. Keeps hearing Will you stop copying me, please?
That's what I said. So can you stop copying me, please?
There it is. So I haven't really done too much since I last left the game. We finished off the Archon quest in Liyue, which was awesome. But all I've really done is I've done commissions, and I've done some ley lines to build up my upgrade materials. Like if you see here, go to someone I don't have it. Yeah, there. I have like 441 of the adventurer's experience, so I'll be able to level up some characters if I need to. Might switch up the team a little bit here because I know I got this guy, and yeah, you were all saying he's very good, so I might build him up and start using him in my team. I'm not sure yet, but today will be kind of a chill stream, just like running around doing some world quests, doing some story quests, that kind of thing. Not going to progress in the Archon quest into Inazuma just yet. I want to mess around and do a bunch of random stuff because there's just so much to do I haven't done yet, especially in like Mondstadt and in Liyue. I got a bunch of quests to do, all that type of stuff, so there's a ton to get into. Not sure what to do first yet. There's a lot. Actually, maybe I'll level up a couple characters first, just because I haven't really done that at all yet. Get him up to at least 50. Hey, welcome, Shion. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well today, too. It's definitely worth having, like, these characters that I use frequently up, even if it's not, even if I do switch them off, it's just good to have backups at, like, level that I can use them on. I'm certainly going to be using Yanfei more. He's just a great character. And also, I
wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
I'm AR 31 now, so I did rank up a little bit just by doing random stuff. So things are a little bit tougher, so it's worth doing this anyways. Oh, nice. Hey, welcome, JSO. Hope you're having a great day. I got everyone to 50 now, and I got plenty of spare adventure experience to play around with. Wow. It's beautiful from here. That's like the Wangshu Inn, I believe. Wow. Yeah, like, I've also got just about enough to do another roll of 10 for on Naida. See if I can grab her or something like that. We could also run the test runs. I haven't done any of these yet, so I haven't actually tried these characters. We could do that today. I've also got this Teapot to Call Home quest now, so I could probably start that as well. So we got plenty of stuff we can do. I mean, there's never any shortage of things to do in this game. But to start, let's see. Hey, welcome, Manny. Actually, maybe I will go Teapot to Call Home first. I know that unlocks a new thing, right? There's been quite a few things, JSO. I don't know if you've caught up on the latest videos, but we finished the Archon quest in Liyue, so that's done now. That was like the last thing we did. And then in between streams, I just did a bunch of commissions every day, and also some ley lines just to build up my adventures experience and things like that. So I got a few new characters probably since the last time you saw. But that's always something. Yeah, I figured might as well go. I mean, there's so many world quests that I haven't done yet. I haven't done like any, so I'm probably just gonna run through a number of them because I'm really excited to try them out. I've just been jonesing to play Genshin in general because it never gets old. What's up there? Not since my last stream. No new characters since my last stream. Also, welcome, Benjamin. I just mean like, yeah, like I got, I can go through them. Again, if you guys have been watching my streams, you know who I have, but I got Xingqiu, I'm not sure. Obviously, Chi, Dainari, yeah. Got Yan Fei as well. Yeah, so got plenty of options to Xingqiu. Okay. Thanks. I am terrible at that sometimes. I mean, there's so many names, it's hard to keep them straight, and yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. But I'll try and remember Xingqiu, especially if I make him a regular part of my party. Which I probably will. Madam Ping.
Ah, children, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, have you?
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more.
Yeah, it's like, if you're not a native, like, Chinese speaker, trying to keep straight, like, the X's and the Q's, and just how they pronounce them there, it can be a bit rough. At least for me, anyways. I'm generally terrible at names in general, so it's whatever.
In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
Hey, welcome, TK. Good to see you.
A gift? For Paimon?
I only did as I should.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds.
Yeah, I think this unlocks the teapot that you can create, like, your own location, your own, like, environment in, like, your own house, all that type of stuff. I don't know how in-depth it is, but I guess we'll find out.
That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you.
Also, I'm not the greatest when it comes to, like, decorating and environmental design in games like this, so don't expect me to come up with some crazy, like, insane designs for stuff, because I don't know how complex it is, but...
Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
Oh yeah, same, TK. Like, I played so much Animal Crossing when New Horizons came out, and yeah, it's fantastic. Again, I'm not great at being able to design things properly, like in a way that's like the most efficient or the most beautiful to look at, but I'll still use it. Still fun.
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will.
What's subspace creation? I missed that, sorry. The teapot has new furniture that lets you pet cats. Oh, awesome. Hey, welcome, Poke11 and Will. Hope you're having a great day.
I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world.
I played Animal Crossing for probably a good 6 months after it first came out. Like, I actually bought a Switch, like, I bought a Switch when it first came out for, like, Zelda and Mario and stuff like that. Then I sold that Switch because I wasn't using it. And then, during the pandemic, I picked up another Switch, and yeah, I played through Animal Crossing for like 6 months straight. It's such a good game.
The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
I actually never thought that I would care at all about more casual games like that, but yeah, I got really into Animal Crossing, and then I eventually got into Stardew Valley and like all that type of stuff too. Like, great games. Oh, it's not hard to work with, very simple. That's good to know. Good to know. A trinket, you say?
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Child's play.
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power.
Got gifted Animal Crossing that gives still a year of her life. I mean, it's worth it. Like, I mean, for me, once I got to the point where I had like fully upgraded my level or my island and everything, like I paid off everything, there wasn't a whole lot to do. Like, again, I'm not the type to like terraform my island and like do all that stuff, but I enjoyed it enough that I wouldn't mind going back and playing it again because it's just a fun game. T-Bot's pretty good at gathering resources too. That's really cool. A shop that sells resin. Hey, welcome, Marlene. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday or Wednesday.
But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
I can help look for them.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need.
Who's it gonna be?
What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
Who knows? I could have a bunch of them. You don't know. You don't know, Madam Ping. And what are those things, I might ask?
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely.
You know it's rude to be looking away from me when you're talking to me, Madam Ping.
You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today.
Oh, congrats, Shion. That's awesome.
Even more difficult to find is Smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it.
Those bastards. It's funny, in Final Fantasy XIV, there's a system kind of like this where you get your own island and you're able to like decorate that island, and it's similar to Animal Crossing and things like that. And I maxed that out like a couple months ago when I was still playing that game. So I feel like I'll probably acclimate to this very easily, but yeah, I'm sure there's a lot to it.
In any case, Smaragdus jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans.
Dum dum dum. I mean, that Shion's the one who's getting it for you.
Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Who's this child?
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yep.
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She. Can't think of any young Adeptus females that I've met in this game yet. Like, Bird Mom? I don't know.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
That's fair, Abby. Like I was saying, that Final Fantasy one, you can also like customize certain things, put furniture in. I didn't touch that at all. I just used the island for the resources and all that type of stuff, the unique store that was there, but I didn't do any kind of customizations whatsoever for like the environment and stuff. I mean, if you're like hanging out there, inviting friends over and spending a lot of time there, then it makes sense to like make it look nice and do all this type of stuff if you want to. But yeah, I don't know. You really have to want to and have that kind of mind to be able to do it too.
I'm back, Granny.
Oh, Yanfei.
Oh, I don't believe we've met.
I believe that's Yanfei.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me.
Oh yeah, even in Fallout 4, like, I did it solely to get the achievement for keeping, like, happiness of my town and stuff like that, or whatever. Like, that's it. It's like, if it's a function that I have to do, then I'll do it, but other than that, it's like, yeah, whatever. The only exception is Dark Cloud 2. If anyone's ever played Dark Cloud 2, still one of my favorite games to this day. Like, there was a little bit of a kind of society building fact, like, thing there, and it was really good.
Yen Fei, I believe you already heard of the Traveler and his traveling companion.
Old trick of just filling the rooms with paper walls to build points. That's cool. Good to know.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records.
Yeah, same with the Real House. If you're not expecting guests, lawn chair, baby. Exactly. It's like, you see those on Reddit every once in a while. It's like man's living area, and it's just like a TV in like a unfinished basement with like a lawn chair. It's like, I'd be fine with that as long as I got some good games to play or something.
You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui.
Yes, thanks for the recap.
Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Qixing. What a shame.
A shame?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
First time I've seen, like, straight on Yanfei. It's a cool design.
If we had, well,
Green
I
eyes.
can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you.
So I was obsessed with Genshin that you got Genshin merch. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, Genshin's a fantastic game. All these games by them are just incredible. So if you want to support them the extra mile, then there's nothing wrong with that.
Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes. Here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy.
Cool, in case I ever get sued. Hey, welcome, Nopon. Yeah, I've really been enjoying using Yanfei. Like, of all the new characters I've gotten that I've really played around with, like, she's definitely the most fun. And, like, I probably will replace certain members of my team as we go forward here and there if I find other people that I like more. And Yanfei is definitely going to be a new standard. Or maybe if I get, like, again, Diluc or Hu Tao or something like that, maybe. It depends how they play. But, yeah, I could see sticking with Yanfei going forward.
If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
Oh, nice. Genshin Christmas sweater and Genshin blanket. That does sound awesome. I'm usually a little more partial to hoodies if I can get them, but blankets are also cool. I mean, I got this one-piece blanket behind me. It's cool.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment.
I'm up to my eyes in legal bills. You need to save me, Yanfei. I accidentally hit someone's basket, or no, I broke someone's box, someone's barrel. It was Donkey Kong. He's suing me for everything I got.
You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Are you really an Adeptus?
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway.
Ah, that sucks, Poke Love. I mean, I've been in that same boat too, like, being Canadian, sometimes the merch is just hard to get. I mean, you can usually find, like, probably cheap knockoffs from, like, some store online or whatever, but it's not the same as the legit stuff, and the legit stuff's so expensive, usually trying to ship into Canada and stuff. It's a pain.
He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom.
Hey, Tempest. Thanks. I intend to have a fun stream. It's been fun already. 30 degrees since windy. I mean, for me, that's really nice weather. I mean, for me right now, I think it's probably like -2 degrees Celsius, and like that's probably around like what 30, 40, 50 in Fahrenheit. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it's getting colder. But I mean, it's all relative, right? Because I'm in Canada, it's colder here in general, so you get used to worse. But depending on where you are, yeah, I could see that being an issue.
They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Yes.
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently.
Curious who her father is, but again, I'll probably find out eventually, so you don't need to let me know, but...
Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all.
28 Fahrenheit, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, here it gets as cold as -40 sometimes, which in Fahrenheit is also -40 because it's that freaking cold. So it could be worse. But yeah, I could definitely see like hot air blowing at 30 degrees like that. Like, it's miserable. I would always rather be colder than hotter outside because it's like it's much easier to warm up when you're cold than it is to cool down if you're hot. Like, unless you have like air conditioner and all that stuff. But even then, like, it's just uncomfortable a lot of the time when it's that hot. So I mean, I empathize. That's not great, but it is what it is, right? Everyone deals with their own situations when it comes to the weather.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
Oh yeah, -5 in Australia, that makes sense. Like, I have a friend who, actually I have a few friends who have traveled over there a number of times, and yeah, they always talk about how nice the weather is generally, but there's also some places where it's rougher, and yeah, I mean, it's a big country, but still.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement.
I forgot about the chasm. I still have to do that too, but I want to do Dragon's Spine first.
Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Where did she just summon that from? It was like a water drop sound. Yeah, there's been some times where my province has been the coldest place in the world. Like, literally, like, somewhere in my province was the coldest place in the world. So, it's pretty crazy. But, yeah. I mean, I'm just glad I don't have to, like, walk out that inside in that anymore as much as I used to. Well, maybe not -40, but still, it's freaking cold. Also, welcome, Hench.
Whoa, that's
Henchie?
a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him.
Oh yeah, 42 would be miserable.
Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores.
Crossel. Never heard of that person yet. Yeah. Again, like, when it comes to, like, I don't mind warm weather. My preferred weather, if I could choose, is, like, fairly warm with rain. I love the rain. I love thunderstorms and things like that. It's like, I should move to, like, Ireland or the UK or something like that, because I just love, generally, I love that weather style. But I don't mind the cold because, like I said, you're able to warm up easier, and I have an issue with the heat because I burn in the sun like a vampire. So it's just like Irish in my genes and stuff like that. But yeah.
He mentioned that he was considering
Fun
acquiring
stuff.
some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya.
Yeah, I absolutely love the atmosphere of a rainy night or thunder. Like, it's in part because I love horror. It's like horror games and things like that, or horror movies. That's always going to lend itself to rain and thunderstorms and stuff like that. But the atmosphere of a snowy, like, where snow's everywhere, that's also beautiful. Like, it adds a different kind of feel to it when there's just snow everywhere, and I do enjoy that, but rain is always better for me anyways. Northern England. Yeah, I could imagine that being pretty chilly. Fairbanks, Alaska got to minus 50. That's crazy. Yeah, the worst I've ever seen here is like minus 45. And even that's pretty crazy. Like, it's the type of thing where, like, you'll see on, like, social media where people go out with, like, a cup of hot water and they throw it up in the air and it just completely turns to ice before it hits the ground. That's common yearly here, pretty much. But, so I'm used to it. But yeah.
So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some.
Sweet. We'll come with you.
Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Not legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure.
Yeah,
Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
of course. Make a single mistake and she's, like, taking you to the law. It's funny, too, that, yet again, I'm kind of doing a quest with a character that I already have on my team. And it's like introducing them for the first time. Like, hey, here's this character you've never met. It's like, I have them on my team already. But it's kind of the nature of the game. Just float on down there. Oh no, wait, where is this? I almost went to the main story quest section. Which I have no idea what that is, but we'll find out eventually. Lion Fei. Don't sue me. Buy some rocks. What's up, Crossel?
Hello, Mr. Crossel. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
That's the prologue to Inazuma. I had a feeling it's something like that because I just have so many world quests and so many like other things to do that I don't want to progress too much in the Archon yet. Like I might do like this stream and the next stream might just be me just running around the world and doing like world quests and stuff like this because there's so much that I haven't done and it's all fun. Oh yeah, I haven't really done the event quests either. It's a good point, JSO. I'll have to check into that.
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus Jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins.
Interesting. What's the cost?
Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Xingqiu. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
This voice actor I don't know if any of you know who he is, but this voice actor sounds like Ted Nivison. He's on like a podcast with Jay Schlatt and stuff like that. Like, he's just a funny dude, but this sounds just like him.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus Jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
Avoid event quest for now, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to jump in anything unless I know that it, like, if there's an event quest that's like for Sumeru or some other place I haven't done yet, then yeah, I'm not going to jump into it right away, but it depends what there is. I haven't really looked into it, so yeah, it's worth upgrading, doing this stuff. Yeah, I kind of figured that's the case.
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Xingqiu before renting them to her.
I mean, not only that, but I also just want to do this stuff. Like, I haven't really done any world quests. I haven't really done many, like, I have a couple more story quests I can do with characters and stuff. And by doing the commissions I've done, I've also got 3 of those keys that you can use to unlock other story quests. So there's tons. Like, I could spend probably the next, like, 4. Oh, ProZD, that's who it is. I didn't, it's funny, because I'm a fan of Sungwon's as well. But, yeah, I didn't think. My first thought was Ted Nivison, but, yeah, Sungwon's fantastic, too. He always does great work.
The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value.
I can hear it now. It's funny, because I never really thought about how Ted Nivison and ProZD kind of sound similar, but listening to this, it's like, yeah, they're very similar speaking voice when they're doing that. Yeah, I know that Marco Meatball is a member because I'm a big fan of his, and I know he was a character in this game, so that's really cool. It's great to see.
In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus Jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Ms. Zhiqiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Of course. ProZD is like, he makes a lot of videos on YouTube and has for over a decade. Like, he's one of the OG, like, I don't know, more anime-focused YouTubers and stuff like that. He's great. A lot of really funny skits and stuff like that. No one bigger is there.
Genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Zhiqiao lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Yes.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
Nice.
I should open the store. My friend.
I'm not sure, Marlene. I actually haven't seen his content in a little bit. He has a lot of like commentary on different video game and anime tropes and things like that in a funny way, like little skits and things like that. He's done so much stuff though. Like, again, he's got like over 10 years worth of content on YouTube. So yeah, I couldn't say if that's specifically what he's done. I know he's done a ton. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. That's up there. I think lately he's been doing a lot of like taste test tier list type things. I don't know. I haven't actually, like I said, I haven't watched his stuff in a little while. But where is this? I guess it's up there. Still such beautiful music here. Like, such good swells. So many emotions. Hey, what's up?
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
Double check. Excuse me, are you Xingqiu?
How do you do, Miss Zhiqiao? We
Zhiqiao,
understand from
okay.
Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins. I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
Of course. Now I have to go find them and fight a group of enemies in order to get them back or something like that.
I don't know how
Maybe.
it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Why did you need them in the first place?
My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But
course.
now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Oh, what would I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Because this is the part where we say we can help.
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Miss Zhiqiao, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Of course.
Huh? Well, I mean,
Loopholes.
sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Gotta find all the loopholes. Yeah, Liyue music in general is just so fantastic, both the city and outside the city. Like,
Let me see.
just so many amazing songs. But yeah, the city in particular, I do agree. Like, it's like some of the songs here are the only ones that broke me when I was doing reactions. Like, yeah, Especially that, yeah, there's that one song, one of the main Liyue songs. Gets me every time.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Zhiqiao somehow.
That would be a little unfair to Crosel. Yeah, it's true.
True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossel the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss.
Was there a bot coming?
Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And
That's rough.
given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
That's how they get you. Damn big jadeite out there. Screwing over the little guy.
Even higher. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Zhiqiao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
It's nice that Hoyo makes video games too, given that they're a music company. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not?
Yeah, it'd be funny if she just yelled out an objection.
Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Big exclamation mark. That reminds me, I need to check out music from the Ace Attorney games, because I've never played any of them. I've always been meaning to. They seem like games I'd really enjoy, but I just never checked them out. But yeah, I've been told that some of the music's really good.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Please. Please, don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item and I should pay compensation per the contract.
This is where the objection would come in. It's such a huge sum of money, though.
However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins.
I just remembered that I'm trying to do a quest to get into the teapot. It's I'm now searching for hairpins. It's just funny how video game logic goes. It's from point A to point B, and it's I've kind of lost track of where I even started this quest on, but it makes sense if you think about it, but yeah.
So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch, finest quality jade.
What is this? Other jadeite, rough or something?
No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossel's.
Something is afoot. Got Sherlock Yanfei on the case. Yanfei Holmes? I don't know. What do you got, Sungwon?
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Zhiqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
Yes.
About that.
Yes.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
It almost looks like Crosel doesn't have eyebrows at all. They're just thin lines. I mean, I know I'm not one to talk. I don't have the thickest, most pronounced eyebrows either, but yeah, it's just funny. Just looks like he has no eyebrows.
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Don't give in that quickly.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
The traveler doing anything besides following the main objective. Yeah, that happens all the time in video games like this. And yes, the main objective is to find the sibling, so ultimately, I guess anything you're doing in this world is potentially a way to find that, but still, just progressing with a story quest, and there's so much other things to do. Yeah.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Yes, was it?
Of course! Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
That doesn't sound good for you, Crossel.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossel.
I would be surprised if Crossel himself or some of his lackeys ended up stealing the jade hairpins, because he knew that they weren't legit. Maybe it's all a racket.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you.
Yanfei just kind of showed up out of nowhere behind this wooden plank here.
It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Yanfei moment. Hey, welcome, Silver. Fish die by the mouth, you know. Yeah, it's true.
You can't beat the atmosphere.
Is it this one here? Where is it? I've done so few of these kinds of quests that I don't even know what to look for when it comes to the, quest markers. I'm still getting used to that. I think I am also pretty close to being able to, do another 10 roll on, Nahida, so I'll probably do that today as well. Who knows, maybe get a new character. Oh yeah, it's this place.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
Just did the math. Genshin has roughly 1,260 songs. That's crazy. I mean, I've reacted to probably about 60, 70, maybe 100. That's insane. Obviously I'm not going to do every single song in the game, but still, that's just the fact there's so much, and they just keep releasing more too. That's insane. Sorry you have to deal with that, Silver. I always hated schoolwork. I was the type that I would wait until the last minute and do all that stuff if I could. If I even did it. But that's why I never did great in school. But anyways.
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
You don't say. Actually, when I was in college, that's when I actually focused on work. And, I actually did a lot of the work and all the work, and I actually did pretty well. But it's a little different when you're actually paying to go to school versus, I don't know, having to go because you whatever. But, yeah. Not spraying this straight out, really.
Mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Playlist of my favorites, around 250. Yeah, I could see that. I think I've added probably about 70 or something like that to my playlist at this point. If not more, I haven't actually checked, but a lot of the ones I react to, I'm like, this is fantastic, add it to my playlist.
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions.
Cool. 5.2 is close. When is 5.2 coming out? Not that I'm gonna get to it anytime soon. I'm just curious if you guys know the actual date. And yeah, it'll increase for sure. There's it's every other day now there's a new song from one of the games I'm doing reactions from, which is fantastic because there's just so much to do.
I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy.
2 weeks when the Naida banner ends. Okay, cool.
If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch.
Oh yeah, most regions' albums have 60 to 100 songs. I believe it. Like, just running around in these environments, like, it's rare that you hear the same songs over and over again. The fact that there's, like, morning songs and afternoon songs and nighttime songs, like, in each area, and yeah, there's just so much variety.
Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
Okay, November 8th has the live stream, and November 19th is when it comes out. Okay, cool. Hopefully they'll just give away free stuff. Like, that's the only thing I really care about, is, like, just knowing that there's more stuff to listen to and react to, and then also new stuff to just if they're giving away free codes and stuff like that, because I think they typically do.
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Nah, the next banners aren't the greatest. I mean, I'm definitely going to try for Naida a few more times at least. 300 primos with a live stream, that's cool. I just check, like, Hoyo Lab every once in a while and see how, like, all the different people have posted, like, oh, here's all of the links, all the free codes that have been released, and I'll just put them in.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity.
You don't say.
If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face!
Not so fast.
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave.
Yep, you gotta find the evidence, Watson. Paimon Watson. Sumeru has 2 albums. That's kind of crazy too, knowing that Yu Peng Chen kind of left during Sumeru. So that'd be like 1 album with him and 1 album without him. I'm not sure. But super interesting though. There's so much. And Sumeru music is all fantastic so far that I've heard.
And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing.
Fontaine too. Damn.
Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
I'd say that Fontaine is probably the place I've heard the least music from. Also Natlan, I guess, because Natlan is the newest, but I don't know, I feel like I've done plenty of music from Sumeru, plenty of music from Liyue and Mondstadt. Less from Mondstadt, but a decent amount from Inazuma, but not very much from Fontaine. Only like a handful of songs.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Second phase of 5.2 will have great characters coming around the 10th of December. Oh, nice. Yeah, Genshin's Concert 2024 will be fantastic. I'm excited to check it out.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
I did the Fontaine, like, the 2 video, like, normal, when they release a new environment, like, they do, like, a couple battle themes and an environmental theme or whatever. I did that. And that was fantastic. That was fairly early on my channel, but I haven't done any other like concerts that specifically focus on Fontaine or anything like that. But everything I've heard has been fantastic. I love the kind of style of it, like French, French like Italian style, like the use of accordions and things like that. It's always great.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
There's a book on the table I can grab.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, could I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
We're in Liyue, Paimon. Everything is contract-based. If I had one more for every time I heard the word contract.
It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract.
Yeah, it's like digging into my, like, psyche. Every time I see that glitter on that book, it's like, pick me up. Hey, come pick me up. You got a book? Hey, come pick me up. Even if I'm not gonna read it right away or anything like that, it's just like something shiny. I must pick up shiny.
Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
Hey, over here, come pick me up over here. What are you doing? Why don't you just come pick me up?
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well.
Paimon's just in shock. It's like, she has an address? Like...
And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
Shiny items are not optional. Yeah.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Paimon's out of Rangers. That's a great quote. Such an ordeal.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy.
Need me to do anything?
Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
This is almost like a Yanfei story quest here. Like, it feels like that.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some.
I love this song too. Like, just such peaceful, beautiful melodies. Like, little piano melody going on. So beautiful. Yeah, you all read the terms and conditions for Genshin, right? No. Maybe. No.
Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. But either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite.
Such a beautiful melody. I know I've heard it before, but it's like every once in a while it hits you and it's just like, damn. So peaceful, so beautiful. That guy in the background gets it. Just doing his sweeping.
Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it.
I guess you could, like, take the terms and conditions and, like, throw it into an AI, like ChatGPT or whatever, and be like, is there anything to worry about here? And it'll just, like, scan it in seconds. I don't know. I never thought about it.
But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore?
Yeah, you're right, Pokelove. It's great that they're kind of focusing on, like, even, like, there's not really side characters. All the characters are just part of this world, and they integrate them in really well. Like, this is a very natural place for Yanfei to be, essentially, in this quest, and it's really cool to see. Like, it makes sense for them to just highlight the 5 stars more than the 4 stars or whatever, but it's cool they do both.
Ah, I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore.
Ah, yes, I know him well.
If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
He's just, like, right behind us. String of pearls. Got it. We need a Yanfei AI running a ChatGPT 4. That's fair. That'd be awesome. You know, who needs a lawyer? Just get AI Yanfei. Hey, welcome, Abner. And yeah, you're right. Like, there's so many unique areas in music that you can definitely tell where you are. Like, people have done that. Like, Abby does it just about every time I stream. It's like, oh, he's in this specific spot with this specific character. It's like, it's awesome.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh, it's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnayan merchant named Krosel, you say?
Playing dumb.
I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Show up to court with a picture cut out of Yanfei and a speaker. Yes, I'm going to represent myself. And just use Yanfei as your like, yeah, legal counsel or whatever.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
And then halfway through the trial, you fire her and you bring in a cutout of, like, Phoenix Wright. And he takes over.
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Some pretty big shavings.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
Objection. Look at the debris. Where's the debris? Oh, here it is.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
Smaragdus nephrite?
Yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time.
Ah, fool's gold.
I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so?
It's a scam.
Well, we might as well give elemental side a shot. So, did you find anything?
Not a trace of elemental energy.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time.
Why couldn't she tell them apart?
These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart.
I mean, she is a merchant.
There may be
so-
only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price, and, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But never mind, Shirto. Why would
Shirto.
Mr. Crossel...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
How big is the main rock if these are just shavings? Like, those are all rock-sized shavings. It's like a big boulder. Where am I going now? I'll report back to Shitao. Okay, it's right here.
Miss Yanfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossel did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Ah, J'accuse. Hey, welcome, Sri. Welcome.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of
Evidence.
course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossel brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
Just a little bit of theft and fraud.
With this
Not
hard
much.
evidence to back us up, Crossel won't dare try to deny what he did.
Yeah, get him, Paimon.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling.
Like, find the ear pins, like, on the, or the hairpins, like, on him or something in his
If you want to make
environment.
jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
It's strange that this character who's so focused on fire and stuff, every time she, like, manifests her book, it does a water droplet sound.
Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got it! Xingqiu. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Xingqiu,
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
the lawyer.
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day.
Yeah, it's one soggy book.
As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us.
That makes for a great thumbnail right there, too. So beautiful.
But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
I have a hotkey on my middle mouse button for me to take a screenshot using the NVIDIA system, whatever it is, GeForce Now or whatever. So just like every once in a while when I do that, just take myself a screenshot. I'll use it as like my background for my wallpaper on my computer or things like that, or like even in my videos, like the end screen's always a screenshot, or typically the I think the Alan Wake one I found online, but generally it's a screenshot I've taken.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
I thought that she was like manifesting her book, but if it's just sitting on her side, but that it makes it even more of a question mark of why there's a like water droplet sound every time she opens it.
You memorized them?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
I mean, that's most legal like professionals. Like the fact that they can remember all the kind of crazy legal jargon and stuff it's crazy. I mean, lawyers don't get the best rap generally, but they do have to know a lot of stuff. Like it's like doctors. Like doctors and lawyers are like just have to, some of the people that need to know like the most technical information about random nonsense. Is this how adept I became so adept at everything?
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Xingqiu.
Did you see the NPC in the background just like moving like very strangely? And then yeah, it's moving very strange. I'm guessing it's over. Yeah. I'm just gonna fly there because I've been just running around the city the whole time. As a law student dropout, that's crazy. Yeah, I can only imagine. Like, I don't have the mental faculties to be able to memorize that much information. I mean, I've done IT and stuff like that for quite a long time, and I know a lot about IT stuff, but I would be able to, like, off the top of my head, recite, like, strict code, like, I don't know, documents and things like that. It's just, it's too much. And there's not really any reason to either. Like, but yeah, it's crazy. Like, I have a friend who's a microbiologist, and like even he like uses reference for information for all the math he has to do every day. He's not just like pulling it off the top of his head like, oh yeah, this was the crazy equation with like 12 different factors or whatever. I don't know, like they have to like just look it up or like have a cheat sheets and things like that. Ain't nobody got time for remembering all that stuff. Meanwhile, like lawyers and doctors, they have to. Doctors make sense, because it's like a health thing. But I've been here before.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time...
Hello, Luna and Toons. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, lawyers always study their cases. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's what it's all about for law, is like knowing as much as you possibly can to be able to use the law in your favor or in your client's favor or whatever. So, hey, welcome, Snow Angel. You haven't missed too much. We're just working on the teapot quest.
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Krosel. Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite.
Of course he did.
The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications.
The lights came on.
This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Cool.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Who's the elderly person who did who made it? Like, that's probably...
Miss Xingqiu, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more.
Oh.
When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
More evidence.
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Even more evidence.
Mr. Krosel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf.
Fraud. She filed it on his behalf.
I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins.
And she just had it right available for us right on the counter
The
there.
inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Ooh. Can't fake that.
Thank you, Xingqiu. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
Yeah, it must be the nature of Leo consultancy. Exactly. Yeah, the paper was definitely floating there
I
too.
believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
Dr. Baiju.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
I call him a weirdo. That's this talking snake. Like, she must have Dendro vision. Big paper appeared nowhere. That's a good one.
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
It's like a whole courtroom drama, but it's just Yanfei going around and gathering all the evidence she needs from all the different people. It's fantastic. And this is only part 1 of the quest, a teapot to call home part 1. I wonder how long part 2 is, like, or what, it's kind of crazy. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just jump in and do this quick. But I mean, it's fine, like, I do enjoy doing this stuff too. It's just a lot more than I expected to be. I was like, oh, we'll do a little tutorial and unlock the teapot, something. But it's fine. This is really interesting. Little Yanfei side adventure. Hey, what's up, Baiju? Where's Chi-Chi? You're not Chi-Chi.
Show me your prescription.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs.
There you
and
go.
if it isn't Miss Yanfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises.
Oh, yes, of course. I've read it well. I know it well.
The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He just took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, I've obviously read it many times.
It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yanfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus jadeite?
No worries, Snow. Like, there's absolutely no way that I would remember even that much details. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that she's out gathering herbs, and it's fine. They just probably didn't want to have her voice actor come in here and do a scene. I don't know.
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
She's really not necessary here. It's all about Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago.
Of course he did.
But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yanfei, if your pressing business might be related to the Snezhnayan merchant?
He is certainly smart.
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
Big brain Baiju. With
You're
Snick.
too kind. Take care now.
She isn't.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
I'm on such a hater.
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Yeah. And pin him to the wall with accusations. J'accuse. Where are you at? It was
Miss
you.
Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
It was Crossell in the harbor with the hairpin.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
100 more.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract,
Destroy him.
Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Get him.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus nephrite.
It's like goes in with all the different facts, piece by piece, to just nail them over and over again, so there's no way he can dispute it.
Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Get him.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Yeah, seal his coffin. Succumb under the law. You cannot face the law.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
I think the Jade Mystery.
This is a processing record from the Jade
Yeah.
Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Get him.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus jadeite and Smaragdus nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
Yeah, it's definitely on him. He did this to himself.
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
No
Well,
worries.
your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Yes, from the jewelry place.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus jadeite.
Sungwon plays a great villain type character. Like, he's doing a great voice acting job here. I mean, he's done plenty voice acting jobs and just always does fantastic, but makes a great heel in this situation.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Perhaps. Unless...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet.
That face. She's like, oh, you think you've won, do you? I'm not even yet. This is only a fraction of my power.
Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
Come on, Baju.
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill.
Yeah, Smugfae. Exactly. I mean, she deserves it. It's like, you put in that amount of work and that amount of, like, deduction and stuff. This is the moment where you're allowed to be smug.
Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
And he's gonna be like, no, I had no idea. And it's like, well, actually, we had Baiju saying that you were there.
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient, considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed.
Yeah, great meme face.
Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Yes, why indeed?
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say?
Got him.
You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Sir Chow 10 times the original price in Mora?
Yeah, checkmate.
Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Lawyers can definitely be scary if they're good like that. Especially if you're on that end of it. Damn. Glad I've never been in that situation.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Again, that's legal consultancy for you.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite.
Throw the coffin in the sea. Now he's crossed the line. That was great. Yeah, you've crossed 2 lines.
But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation, too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite.
Then why did you put a clause in your contract that if someone found out that it was fake, you would have to pay 10 times, knowing that it was fake? Like, it's just so dumb.
I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Xingqiu lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
So why did you charge her such an extortionate rental price?
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus Jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
I mean, the situation here isn't great either. Want to start a tiny business and hire a stupidly overqualified lawyer and see how far you can get? That'd be interesting.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
Yep.
10 times?
I mean, it's the stipulation in your contract, buddy.
Croso looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
Damn.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora.
What? Yanfei is gonna explode after hearing that one.
Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
He's about to Yan faint. Yeah.
Ms. Xingqiu, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
I need it.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Give to me. Give to me.
Miss Yanfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Sure.
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll do.
She just like hunts him down for the amount of money that he owes.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
It's like Yanfei needs her 20%.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Settle out of court.
Yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
The smug face again.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second, if I may.
Better call Yanfei. Oh yeah, and the IRS's newest team member, Yanfei. She'd be brutal. Like, I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of her.
I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Yeah, win-win.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Yes, though there were some twists and turns along the way.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem.
That's a good point.
The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
Gotta work with what you got. Work to your strengths. Can't say I've ever met an Adeptus like you before.
An Adeptus? Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said.
Yeah, I do get that. Like, how, he's clearly a scammer. He's clearly, like, shisty. and the ways he did everything there, but yet he's still kind of getting a good deal out of this. But at the same time, like, it's like the woman said, like, he does make good, like, work. He does good work with what he creates, so it makes sense. And also the reasoning behind why he did it to begin with kind of makes sense. It doesn't excuse what he did, but it does kind of make sense why he did it. But it's like, yeah, it's not the worst thing possible. Like, but he did try and scam her, so yeah. At the same time, she could probably always hold that against him. Like, well, you have nothing to say because, yeah, you screwed me. So, you had nothing to say.
Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor.
Technically, a telemarketer scammer would still be a really good telemarketer. True. Very true. How smug he was in the debate with Yanfei. Yeah. That was awesome. Just a smug off between the two of them.
In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think there's more than just reason involved there, Paimon.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Yeah, he's definitely not a great dude. Like, and the way he did everything, I definitely wouldn't hire him. But, I mean, yeah, it's a game. Everything has to work out for the best. Yeah, it could have been much worse. Although, if he had tried to make some kind of jewelry out of the actual Smaragdus Jadeite, it would get everyone sick along the way. Like, the jewelry makers would get sick, anyone who came into contact with it get sick, so, like, I feel like it wouldn't be able to get to the point where it gets actually sold to customers. But, yeah. You got it, Madam Ping. I got what you need.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
We were, thanks to Yanfei.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Heck yes.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Of course you do.
You. All right then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you.
Yeah, forgot this was all for the teapot. I definitely did too before. I eventually came back around, remembered, but yeah, it's awesome.
I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Yeah,
Come
yes.
now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot.
It's kind of funny because Madam Ping also talks quite a lot. So it's like Yanfei and Madam Ping just going at it, just like they could talk for hours, I'm sure.
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
Yapper's Yapfei. That's great. A truly unique Adeptus.
Indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change.
Yeah, it's just all of Liyue, full of Liyu Yappers, I guess. They all yap too much.
Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all.
But they're also great voice actors every time, so it's like even if they do talk a lot, at least you get like Zhang Li's voice or things like that. Like, it's fantastic.
Liyue is not the same place I once knew.
Granny.
All right then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh yeah, Cloud Retainer too.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
And how long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
Madam Peng begins to construct the gift.
There we go. This Serenitea Pot is all yours now.
Yeah, Zhongli's voice is fantastic. Like, I definitely never got tired of it while we were going through the quests.
Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen?
That would be interesting. Like, drop a pocket dimension on the floor? Like, what's gonna happen?
Take these blueprints with you as well.
Destroy
You'll need
reality.
them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Thanks, Granny.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Thank you for the congratulations. And John Lee's voice actor is the same as Torbjorn from Overwatch. That's interesting. I had no idea. It's really cool. Bigger on the inside. It better be. A Serenitea Pot. Miraculous teapot known as Serenitea Pot contains other blah blah blah.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Right there. I'm actually gonna take a moment and I'll be right back. Because we've been going for over an hour and a half now, so it's a good time to get a drink, stand up, walk around for a minute. If you need to, do the same thing. Make sure you stay hydrated, it's important. I'll be right back.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
This is a peaceful neighborhood. This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Personal safety.
This is a peaceful neighborhood. This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Alright, I am back. Got myself some gamer sups.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Caffeine free. I don't really mess with caffeine much anymore, but still nice. Good drinks. Be nice if they sponsor me. Who knows? Alright. I got the Serenitea Pot. Where can I put it? Is there somewhere specific? Ooh, legendary. Oh, nice, you got cake. That's awesome. Enter the Serenitea Pot. Ooh. Select a realm layout. Gotta go with the island, right? Floating abode, oh. Do I want Kami's Lookout or do I want Animal Crossing Island? I don't really care for Emerald Peak as much. But the cake is a lie. That's true. I'll go with the floating abode. Ooh. Just gonna hop in my pocket dimension for a moment here.
Wow! This
Ooh,
teapot
damn.
seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too!
Wow. This is crazy. Originally I was thinking it'd be like, again, Kami's Lookout, but it's more like, a different Dragon Ball Z reference. It's like, King Kai's planet. That's what it reminds me of. It's like if it was more yellow grass and stuff. Like, wow. Yeah, someone just randomly finds the teapot and uses it without knowing it's your new house. Like, imagine that. It's just a floating teapot in the middle of, like, Liyue right now. Anyone could just walk up and pick it up, and now it's like, I'm just being carried around by some random.
Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get chiseling, Paimon. You could carve us a whole house out of this rock. What about that house? There's a building there.
Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway. You do it!
Oh, she didn't like that.
Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house?
There's also something or someone floating over there.
Oh, wait a second. What is that?
She noticed too. Ooh, they make a new environment for each region. I remember what Nowland's gonna be. That's really cool. Ooh,
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
it's a really interesting design. Like, bird lady.
It's a huge finch! Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me...
Do I get to name it?
Hang on a moment.
What am I supposed to be called again?
Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
That's rude.
So
Certainly
you're
look the part.
little helper Madame Ping mentioned? Madame Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here.
That is really
She
cool,
told
though.
me much about you.
Really cool that they add new areas for each new, like, zone, new, nation and stuff.
You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night.
Not exactly the fastest talker, but that's fine. So what's this teapot spirit exactly?
Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you.
Sure.
Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like.
Ooh, fontaines and underwater islands. That's really cool. Air pockets. Fishman Islands.
As long as you have a blueprint, You can refashion this realm however you please. Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Sure. What do we got? What does it take to make them?
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on. Open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials.
It's funny because Final Fantasy XIV had a similar thing. Like, in a certain expansion, you're able to dive under the water, and there's like little like bubbles of air where fish people live, essentially. Same kind of idea, I think.
Then simply release the thought from your mind, and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot. Wow!
Damn.
Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
Yeah, go for it, Paimon.
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past.
Golden-eyed adeptus. I'm not sure which one has golden eyes that I've met, if any. I think Ning Wong has golden eyes, but she's not an adeptus, I don't think. You'll get the blueprints from green chests, and each region gives you items from the region when you find them. Oh, that's really cool.
He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all.
Zhongli.
It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely. A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be? I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again since.
I could definitely see it being Zhongli over Zhao. I don't know if they ever elaborate on it or anything like that, but still. I just don't remember, like, the eye colors. I thought his were brown, but again, I guess I didn't pay much attention, or enough attention. How very strange.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm.
Yeah, my realm now.
If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Sure thing, Tubby. After using the summoning, travelers can interact with it and enter the abode. Travelers will also use and summon the pot when they're within its confines. Alright. Talk to the teapot spirit to learn about manager, okay. All kinds of items. Materials used to create can be gathered all over the world. Obtaining furnishing, okay. Ooh, realm currency will accumulate at a faster rate. Dope. Spend realm currency in the realm depot to purchase various items. Once in a while, the teapot traveling salesman will visit. There's a chance he'll bring some rare treasures. Ooh, cool. If you require a blueprint for a furnishing set, you can place furnishings by batch. Cool. Doesn't seem too crazy complex. Ah, you arrived quickly. Good, good. What's up? I asked you to come here so you can give me a little. I give you a little gift. I don't know if you were told before, but the abodes are private spaces created by the Adepti for themselves. Zhongli was the one to teach Adepti their special art, so it's likely him. Yeah, Zhao's more known for fighting monsters. Yeah, that's fair. Makes sense. He definitely, again, seems like more of the type. Like, I can't imagine Zhao, like, I don't know. Like, hey, this is how you build it inside your teapot. Pocket dimension. Afterward, Adepti would create a realm dispatch for those they wish to invite to their abode. The realm dispatch bears signatures of the abode's adeptal energy and that of the adepts themselves. As such, anyone who has this dispatch can enter or exit. It's pretty much just telling you can do co-op here. Before, this abode was in an incomplete embryonic state. Those whom you invited into it would only have been able to exit and enter together with you, rather than remain for long periods. But now, well, take this realm dispatch that I have created for you and hold it in your hand tightly now. What should I do next? Don't worry, you'll need to hold this dispatch, and it will draw some of your energy out into it. Ah yes, I heard Ping mention that you have made friends in a great many places. As such, I suspect that were we to distribute one dispatch to each of them, they would be here making dispatches for a long time. Copot. Yeah. As such, I've made some modifications to this dispatch. All you need to do is tap the palm of the person you'd like to invite lightly with the dispatch, and your energy signature will remain on them, allowing them to enter and leave with ease. Cool. Oh, it's almost like marking, isn't it? Oh, well, sort of. But why did you have to put it so weirdly? Oh, well, there's this realm dispatch. Go forward and invite whoever you want. It seems this place will become lively quite soon. It's like Animal Crossing. Gotta invite your different animals.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through subspace creation, it will feel just like home.
Just like home. Actually, I just want to look
If you
around.
ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
You got it, Debbie. Ah, there's placement. Okay. Placing characters in Teapot to level up their friendship levels. Oh, interesting. So empty. It's a pretty nice place, though. Even though it's completely empty. Little bedroom there. This looks a lot like, Zhao, maybe? No. I don't know. One of the places I've been in, I think. Alright, what do you got?
Maybe you're not used to the...
Trust rank. Alright. Realm currency. Cool. Bare bones. Okay, yeah. I have nothing here yet, so I'm not surprised. Switch realm style. Oh, that's cool. You can switch the realm styles. Great furnishing. Fabric. Weekly conversion. Valley stone wall, lantern, fruit stand. Okay. Select a furnishing to create. So, did I craft these? Make some fabric here. Why not? I don't know if I've done anything here yet, but... Ooh, interesting. Convert woods into different materials and stuff. Fascinating. I'm missing materials to make them. Oh, I see. Yeah. So this one I need a certain type of wood. This one I need, okay, blue dye. Ah, I see now. I see. It's because I saw them there initially and I didn't realize I was like learning the blueprints. That does look like a specific kind of wood though that I don't have yet. I'm not sure which. I guess I could look. There we go. Sand bearer wood. Cut from Minlin. I'm not sure where. Furnitures will need wood from the region. Okay, yeah. So I'll just have to run around and get some wood. Get now. Oh, I see. Takes 13 hours to make. I see. That's cool. Things I can buy with my realm stuff. That's cool. Cool.
If you ever have any...
It's a pretty decent amount of space for the amount of stuff you can do here, I guess. That's cool. Minlands in Liyue. Yeah, I don't... The name doesn't ring a bell to me, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. Ooh, damn. Nice. Travelers, please ensure that you follow our terms, okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh, interesting. So this isn't actually too bad at all. Again, I'm not... like, many people would be very specific about how they do things. That's not me. I'm just gonna randomly throw things around just to kind of get some points or whatever. Or just try it out, see how it looks. What's this? What's this? How do I rotate? Alright. Sure. Sucrose. Ah, I can only do one. The Bitcoin farmer begins, pretty much. Oh, cool. So you can swap out the main building too. Yeah, there's a lot to this. Really cool. Again, I'm not, like I said, I'm not the type to like go especially crazy with a lot of this stuff. I'll just kind of throw things around when I get them, maybe come in and do stuff every once in a while, but yeah. You don't need to go crazy with it. Like, there's plenty of people who would go around and do all of this stuff for fun. That's just not my cup of tea. Shows what level your friendship level is with the characters. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, Sumeros is a treehouse. That's really cool. Just drop everything I can for now. Yeah, it's something to do. And this is a simple layout to be able to do this. Yeah, I think that's everything I can make right now. Until my other thing finishes in 13 hours. Save changes. Yeah, I can imagine some people do some really crazy builds. They always do when they're given, like, free reign to do this kind of stuff. That's not really my kind of thing. Like, again, I'm not the greatest at these kinds of things, but it's still fun. Literal water temple vibes. Get some sucrose.
Thanks to you, my research is progressing smoothly.
Nice. How do you like it here?
Oh, please don't worry about me. As long as there's a dedicated laboratory, I am more than satisfied. Your home far exceeds my needs.
Yeah, same Snow Angel. That would be amazing to be able to do that, but yeah, I'm not able to either. Like, yeah. I mean, for me, I have what's called aphantasia. It's like I can't picture things in my head. Like, a lot of people, like, close their eyes. It's like, picture an apple, and they can picture an apple. Or if they, like, plan out, like, what they want to build in a game like this, and they can plan out, like, exactly what they want to do. They can envision it. I can't. So, it makes it harder. There's no equipment you need. Just say the word.
Oh,
if any, yeah.
I'd feel guilty to trouble you, but I greatly appreciate your kindness. It means a lot.
Cool. So this is a blacksmith? Oh, cool. Looks like there's probably some stuff I can throw inside, too. Let's see. Just play like it's The Sims. Yeah, I've never really played much of The Sims either. Oh yeah, there's plenty of stuff in here. Doors. What? Oh, it's what's already there, I see. Random table. Just come in the front door and this is what you see. Doors automatically change, I see. I mean, it's not great, but it's still like, it was very quick for me to do that. That's cool. Save changes. Yeah, I think Aphantasia is pretty common. The only other content creator I know of that has it too is Rubber Ross. He worked in Game Grumps for a while. He did Steam Train with Dan, if you're familiar with Game Grumps. But he also has his own channel where he does more art stuff. During COVID, he did a series where it was like me and a bunch of other artists play Gartic Phone, and there's a bunch of videos on of him and a bunch of friends playing Gartic Phone, and they're all fantastic. Like such cool videos if you're ever into that kind of thing. Just watching a bunch of artists do their thing and make funny kind of characters and stuff off memory. But yeah, it's cool. That's my home. Just a single chair, a single table, 3 chairs, and a candle. That's all we need.
Maybe you're not used to the play.
Yeah. Trust rank. Hey, I've got 8 more. Look at that. Not a bad thing. Humble abode. That's cool that there's now just an extra function to have in this game.
If
like,
you ever have any questions about the realm within,
like find new blueprints, come in, make new blueprints, hit trees to get tree stuff. Like, yeah, it's really cool. I like this. I like it a lot. Nice. Return to single player. Wait. Okay, how do I leave this Serenitea Pot? I'm trapped. Trapped like a rat. What? Oh yeah, there we go. I see. Where to next? Let's go here. You've left the current Serenitea Pot and will return to your world. Thank you, game. Very cool. How am I doing on stuff now? So I can just pop that up whenever I feel like, I think, right? Bunch more blueprints. Cool. I have 5 of those too. Fascinating. Very cool, very cool. You see what I got for stuff. Ooh, new achievements. Okay. Invite a companion to move in. Alright. Ah, so close. I need 2 more to have 10. So I'm close. I'm close. I picked up these monthly ones as well. Technically I could buy a couple of these, but I kind of feel like I should save it. In case there's something there I want to get later eventually. No, I did not pull yet. I'm just checking what I had for currency. Because I'm 2 away for the character banners or whatever. What now? How about something that'll get me some Prima Gems, maybe? I could do this, just for book's sake. I think we started this last time. It was the quest line with, I forget which character it was. I think it's, yeah, I can't remember, honestly. But we could jump into it. Do a character quest. Bennett's competition for best character, top 5 at worst. Interesting. Well, there's a lot of oculi around here. Ah, yes. Shang-Chi, whatever. I've already forgotten the phonetic pronunciation. Okay. Maybe I climb up something and jump off to get that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch up my team to, what's her name? Yeah, Kirara. Just make it easier. I mean, again, there's probably an easier way to get up here, but... Hey, welcome, Lone Wolf Jedi. Having a good day? Oh no!
Yep.
Just trying to get high enough so I can get that oculi. Again, there's probably a better way to do this, but whatever. We work with the cat box. Oh no! Okay, this is awkward. Survive, Kirara, you cannot... She's a cat that can swim. This will be a little easier. This is a really jagged and awkward rock to climb before. Alright, where was this thing? Okay, over there. Nice. Cat swim. Yeah. She's a cat, she can't swim. Nice. Bennett's still the only pyro sword. Yeah, I mean, Bennett seems awesome. I haven't really tried him out or anything like that, but seems like an interesting character. And people keep saying how amazing he is. So, definitely worth looking into. Especially if I can build up enough currency there to just grab him outright. That'd be cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, there is another one right here. Where's that? Doesn't look like it's up. Kirara jump scare. Is it in this tree somewhere? Maybe in this building somewhere? There it is.
Yep.
You cannot hide from me, oculi. Hey, just.
Wow, I've
Sweet.
never seen half the stuff in here before.
Some chilies. Basically gives the biggest attack buff in the game and heals too. Oh damn. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Damage buff and healing as well. And also just badass fire character. Yeah, very interesting. Ah. Yeah, I guess. Let's continue on, do this side quest over here. Or story quest, I guess. I did this section already. Wrong team to be using here. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to fight these guys with this team. There I go. Seems like a promising spot. Maybe. Is it Chang the ninth? Ninth? Alright, let me just switch my team back over in case I have to fight something. Because that second team is certainly not ready for that. So this is definitely where I need to be, or like this town in general.
Appearing out of thin air?
I feel like it's maybe up here or something. It's interesting. I haven't really explored this area at all yet. Yeah, whatever works for you, Silver. I mean, he sounds like a decent character, even if it's only localized. Ah, there you are. There you are.
The heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to smithereens.
To smithereens, you say? Excuse me, are you Chang the Ninth?
Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me.
Dang.
To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means?
You're sad that you've got nothing to read now?
Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them. And now they're gone. Gone, I tell you.
Gone, I tells you, gone.
It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go.
You like just told me to leave, and then the next breath, go on, go.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have...
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works.
Crazy.
Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare. I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
Damn.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only remaining treasure.
I know.
Hey, Chang.
Uh-oh.
You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Who cares?
You again. But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
More hustlers.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
You...
How dare you try to intimidate Chang the Ninth?
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
How dare you,
My
sir?
liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age.
Chang the First was so good they made 8 sequels. Wish we could see him.
Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Hey, welcome, Tortilla.
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me. And
Bring it
you,
on.
Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Put him up, put him up.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
Or are
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Jeez Louise, give the man a minute.
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please just take this book and leave me in peace.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do.
Yeah, what's up? Sorry, Chang the 9th. Maybe you'll have better luck on Chang the 10th. Where'd he go? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Actually, I'm tempted to bring him up and switch him out for Barbara. Like, Barbara's great in terms of, like,
I wonder when
healing,
I'll be as tall as my big
but-
sister.
I don't know, you guys were saying that Xingqiu was really powerful, really good character. Maybe I'll at least bring him up to, like, 40 or something like that. Let's see. Got what I need to bring him up to 40.
Were it not for my...
And that also gives me another free roll, which is always a good thing. But I also don't have any characters right now that have swords on, and it's really useful to have a character with a sword on, for sure. Also, I grinded to get all these level up materials, so I might as well use some of them. I also don't have anyone on my team right now that creates a shield, so I feel like his shield will be very useful. Ooh, I could even get him to 50. Interesting. Let's see what we got for weapons. Yeah, I gave him prototype Rancor. That's for artifacts. Actually, let me see. What's his... Does his stuff scale on anything specific? Yeah, I guess not a shield, damage reduction, but still a defensive ability is what I should have said. Hydro damage bonus will be converted to additional damage reduction. Okay. Needs tons of ER. Okay. Cool. Yeah, seems interesting. Super interesting. Just give him Barbara's for now. I'll definitely need to go in and tweak these things a lot more. That'd be a good one for him. Energy recharge. Mostly just attack right now, but yeah. Cool. Actually, maybe I will actually get him up to 50. I do still have a decent amount of level up stuff, or at least some anyways. Yeah. Let's do it. Party setup. I'm sorry, Barbara, but we have a replacement.
Guide you.
Let me just see here again. Oh, yes. I see what you mean by up arrow. Mainly used for alt. Sacrificial swords is best. Interesting. Yeah, I think I have a sacrificial sword for like this. Or like no big swords, right? Or no, maybe not. I think I had a sacrificial sword for one weapon type. I can't remember what it was. I don't know. Whatever. Still. New water character. Sweet. Oh, it also heals you if any blades remain after the timer runs out. That's interesting. Must have missed that. Sacrificial book. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, you're right. That sounds sucrose. Good call, good call. Alright.
So, you like reading, huh? Mr. 5-second hero?
5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
You get it from polls. Interesting. Yeah, so I'll find it eventually. You guys are right.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Cheng the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
You and I have to find a way to help Cheng the Ninth.
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Cheng the Ninth ended up having to pawn it.
Yeah.
And I meant every word I said to Cheng the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do.
He's low-key ignoring Paimon. Yeah, pretty much.
I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection.
You already have a plan, don't you?
Of course I do. An initial plan, anyway. I still need to work out the details.
Yeah, time for it to go back to Yanfei and ask her to look at another business contract. Although, the guys that he's in deep with don't seem like the type that really care much for contracts, but I could be wrong.
Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
Oh, shan't it?
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt? I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts.
You don't know what beehive you're poking there, chum.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan? I meant Guhua clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Oh, that's a good one.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buffoon.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
We gotta let Chang Season 9 end. Just move on to Season 10, maybe we'll get a lot of quality from the show. Yeah.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
How wrong you are.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Both of these quests we've done today have just been like really intelligent characters just being incredibly badass and putting people in their place. It's fantastic.
Oh, great speech. but now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
Bring it on.
Here to play with me.
Rain outlines your fate.
Nice. It's been a minute since I've used a character that has
No, my sword.
Let me amuse myself.
a sword.
Absorption test.
This is also the first time I've really battled today, which is crazy. I've been playing for like 2.5 hours. I don't know why I'm using that character.
Now you've got motion to compel.
What now? There.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision.
Interesting. They have the same voice actor as Bennett. I'll have to see when I eventually get Bennett. If I do, we'll see. But yeah, it's cool.
You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson?
More to Guha than meets the eye.
No, you misunderstand. That fellow has a foul mouth, to be sure. But his assessment of the state of the Guhua clan is, well, not exactly incorrect, I suppose. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
Yeah, his skill is very powerful. Even just at the level that I'm at right now, like, it was noticeably different from, like, using Barbara. Because, like, Barbara's not really much of a powerhouse. Her abilities are decent, but, yeah, she's just more of a healer. That definitely hit hard.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute.
Isn't it?
But the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
Of course, not like we're doing anything else.
But what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Yeah, tell him, Paimon.
Wow, so that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just extraordinary.
Extraordinary gentleman.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face.
Damn, Paimon, calm down. Yeah, he's just like, I'm just gonna finish this chapter. You guys can go on without me, go do the fetch quests. First, let's help Chang the Ninth.
Fine. But, as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him. From now on, he shall be known as... Guhua Geek.
That's not very good, Paimon.
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs. Just one last page.
Sure. I got my own copy of you anyways. What was this? Nope. Letter. Alright, where are we going? Ooh, all the way to Liyue. All right. Ooh, that was interesting. I thought it was pulling me into a cutscene. I guess not. Let's go ahead and grab this. Alright. There's also something here. What do we got? Hey, 500,000 Mora. Yeah, Rex Incognito is a fantastic song. Zhang Li's theme. Here we go. Sturdy Woo.
Who goes there?
A Mondstadt merchant here for a meeting with Gentry Maokai.
Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business? What is it?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where—
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone.
Just anyone? Are you saying we are not his VIP clients?
No, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me.
Would you like to explain these extra fees you are incurring to your boss, or shall I?
I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Xingqiu Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Mao Sai. Ah, yes.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on our minds when my master's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Yeah, you tell him.
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator.
You did great too.
Paimon loves compliments and all, but treating Paimon to some tasty snacks would show that you really mean it.
Paimon is the tasty snack. Get it through your head.
Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui.
I think you're right.
In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Xingqiu Kiosk.
Sure.
Seems business is booming at the Xingqiu Kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
When it comes to the Fatui, it's mostly shady, it seems like. I mean, even our last quest there, the Serenitea Pot, that was someone from Snezhnaya, which isn't inherently Fatui related, but same zone, same location, right?
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
Hey, welcome, Crusader.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
Hope you're having a good Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it is for you. This is the same music we had when we were inside the chapel, like sneaking around. Very like whimsical sneaking music.
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all.
Of course.
We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet, but it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result.
Very fair, Crusader. I don't really pay much attention to that kind of stuff because I'm Canadian, and I don't know, the most I see is like the odd meme here and there, but yeah. No focus on that here. Just playing the game, having a good time.
We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
Don't get on their bad side.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you.
We shall see when the time comes.
It's just like a generic Fatui member. Like, I've taken out many of those guys.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Gulag Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
Sure. Hey, tell me. Why'd you tell me? I'm right here at Paimon. Hey, where is he? Wait, why do not? I don't see him. Is it here? Yes. I unselected it. There we go. Oh, that's why. It's because I'm right here. I couldn't see myself with all the exclamation marks around. Just gonna go through here. Alright. Let's go.
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery.
Yes, he's Austin Powers.
When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
We know what Gentry Mousai is up to now.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
They will know
what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
It's an ancient script, perhaps? Maybe just like bad handwriting?
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
Yeah.
Well, why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us?
Angry Paimon's underrated. Yeah. Yeah, Angry Paimon's awesome. Just going after people.
Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action.
I get them involved anyway.
Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own.
Yeah,
also,
get him.
I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
I get that.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey, stop ignoring Paimon!
Yeah, he just doesn't even care. It's just like, I'm just gonna keep reading. Paimon's gonna get him. Alright, where now? Actually, I'm going to take a quick break, like 2-minute break or something like that. So, I will be right back. Just let it stay idle there, have the music playing. BRB.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
mindful of your personal safety.
This is a peaceful neighborhood. This is a peaceful neighborhood.
I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow. It was on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
Sounds about right. What's up? I'm back. Continue and probably finish off this quest line, maybe? Well, these quests are always pretty long, but it's awesome. I mean, it's been fun. It gives me a chance to try out this new character I got that I've rarely used. Everyone's still contrasting and comparing their polls and their teams. That's one of the things that's cool about this game, is everyone has their own kind of loadout and style for playing and stuff. So,
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
why is something talking like Xingqiu? Xingqiu?
A letter? Oh, I see.
Forgot it again. You know something about this?
Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Arlecchino does seem like an awesome character. I can't wait to actually potentially unlock her eventually.
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated.
Ah, yeah, that is Child's voice. You're right. That's cool.
Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight.
We're not here to stay.
Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare.
Child was fired by the Fatui, and now he works here. That's great. He just dyed his hair and kind of acts more calm. It's just like a Clark Kent situation. That could be it too. It's like dual personalities. Like when he changes his hair, he's Child, and when he's just working day to day, he's Zhu. Or Zhu.
Please take a seat here in Leo Li Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them. Please, this way.
Look, I had enough of it too.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Oh, this is a trap.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Mount'sai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him.
Okay.
For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Mount'sai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map.
Do some running around then.
There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many mora! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month!
Feiyun Commerce Guild is certainly generous with its resources.
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now.
It's a fantastic melody, and it looks like, with the lighting in this room, it looks really cool too. Just like, works really well here.
All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters.
Paimon is a danger to all food around the world. That makes sense why she's the emergency food then. It's like Hansel and Gretel. You gotta fatten her up so she's better emergency food.
Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Alright.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order that...
In the order that what? In the order that what? Uh-oh. I don't know which order. Whatever. It's like right outside your building.
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but I'm out of stock at the moment.
Damn.
Please try again next time.
Are you out of core lapis too?
Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have. Although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't do retail. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry.
Does Will Take It All still count as retail?
What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
Yeah. One down. I believe the other one's below here. Maybe? Yeah. Ah, this guy.
Oi!
Bolai.
Keep
I'll take all your core
all
lapis.
of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need, both legitimately and not so legitimately.
Yeah, you see.
best you give me an actual number. All of it would be far more than you actually want.
Feiyun Commerce Guild only ever does legal business.
What are you saying? Of course my business is all above board. If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line, and I'll start getting things in order right away.
Good job, Bolai.
My friend.
What's this? Heart's Desire. Interesting. Alright, where's the last one here? Maybe it'll be faster to just go up here. Maybe over here. Let's do it. It's up here. Changqiu.
Hi, anything I can do for you?
Give me all your lapis. Your lapis. All your core lapis.
You want all my core lapis? I've already agreed to several orders.
Cancel them. Mine now.
That's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly indecisive.
Then let the Feiyun Commerce Guild take it off your hands.
Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Seems business trends are about to change in Liyue. Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Come, let us sign a contract.
Yes,
Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry.
Oh, nice. You got some Lapras cards. I've been meaning to play that. I played the Pokemon trading card game on Game Boy back in the day all the time. I love that game. And I've never tried the mobile version yet, but I've heard it's really good. I always liked the game and the style and everything like that. So, yeah, I'm curious.
Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will continue to do business with us.
I used to collect all kinds of cards growing up. It was like Pokemon cards, Magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, even Digimon cards, like Marvel cards. I still have a ton of Marvel cards, but I've lost all the rest of them. The Chasm and buy core lapis. I haven't yet to beat it. Go to the Chasm yet. That's a very casual game. That's fine. I'll probably give it a try at least, even if it's not the craziest, most in-depth thing. Alright, I got a little ways to go here. I've never been over there. Alright, let's go. Let's go. It's my first time really doing any exploration in this stream. It's just been like a lot of dialogue and stuff, which isn't a bad thing. It's been really interesting to see the story. There's plenty of little side quest things I haven't done around here yet, though, or like exploration stuff.
Time to act.
Yep.
Body and mind.
Try not to enjoy this too much. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
I don't know if that actually hit him or not.
Stand clear. Time for your arraignment.
I guess he's like fire, so using fire characters not the greatest.
Blitz.
No escape. Absorption test.
Just completely destroying him in this corner here. Got him.
Can't run from death.
Nice.
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor.
Heck yeah. That is the way it goes with the RNG. You never know. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. when you're lucky, you're lucky. Ooh, there's another oculi over here. Where is it at? Might be in the water or something here.
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, I can't wait to give Honkai Star Rail a try. It seems awesome. All the things I've seen and heard. It's just awesome how MiHoYo has like not only this amazing game, but they have like 2 others, at least 3 others. Like, it's crazy. Ooh, what's this?
Animal test 6308.
Nice. It's always convenient. I still have absolutely no idea what the gameplay for Zenless Zone Zero is. I've done a few reactions on different things of it, but yeah, I have no idea. Like, I know Honkai Star Rail is like a turn-based RPG, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll find out eventually. I'll probably eventually play all 3 as well. Like, I don't know if I'll do them concurrently. Like, obviously not Honkai Star Rail with this at the same time, maybe. But I don't know. Because I also want to do the Project Moon games, like Limbus Company, all that type of stuff. Then there's Arkanites as well. Like, there's only so much time.
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis here?
Zenless Zone Zero is parry-based combat. That's really intriguing. Like, I wasn't sure if it was like turn-based or like something like that, but if it's active combat that's more parry-based, then that appeals to me. I like that type of stuff. I 100% Sekiro.
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear the Feiyun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core lapis stock in Liyue Harbor. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price.
I can imagine how awesome it would be if it's just like, I mean, Genshin combat alone is really cool, and there's Honkai Star Rail, which is turn-based, and then there's now Zenless Zone Zero, which apparently is faster-paced, parry-based and stuff. Also, Wuthering Waves seems really interesting too. Like, again, in my mind, there should be just so many more of these types of games, like high-quality production value, fantastic music, fantastic gameplay. Like, I just listened to my second song from Punishing Grey Raven, which is the same company that does the music for Wuthering Waves. So, like, I'm sure the music from that game is fantastic too. Maybe not on Genshin's level yet, but it's still probably fantastic. So much to look into still. Like, this is awesome. How much does it cost exactly?
The original buyer's price was already quite high, so...
Damn.
The best I can do is 7 million mora.
Are you serious? We spent less than 2 million more on the rest of Liyue's stock put together.
Ooh, next update's a roguelike add-on. Interesting.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while.
It's poor form to just raise the price without good grounds.
Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying, please leave me alone.
All right. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that.
Maybe you should think twice before affronting the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go.
Yeah.
If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild.
Get him, Paimon. It's just funny hearing someone cowering after Paimon tell them, like...
There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch.
Of course.
Several carts were ambushed by hilly-churls. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, I can't sell them to you either. So maybe you could go and look for the carts?
There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away.
You have a deal.
Oh, thank you very much. This is a lot to ask, I know.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on.
All right. So there's 5 of them. Hopefully they're all within this one specific area, because that's a lot if there's 5. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't been over here at all yet. Get a bunch of iron chunks. Why not? How do I get up this? Can I just climb the side of it? No, it doesn't look like it. There's gotta be something that lets me get up there around here somewhere. Well, first I'll go over and take out some of these hilly trails. Oh, there's a cart.
Time on sea. Yep, that's it.
Tide Rabra's like, oh yeah, you can climb it. I mean, it looks like it, but then there's the like lips on the side, like the little wooden parts. I feel like that jutting out will stop you from climb it. You can climb it easily? Maybe. I mean, I didn't try, I just assumed. It looks like you can't, but I could be wrong. I could certainly be wrong. Here. They just give me even more of a chance and go cat box. Gotta go cat box. When in doubt, cat box. Oh, I see. Yeah, you just circle around that. I wasn't sure if that opening was an actual opening, if it was just like a invisible wall or something. But yeah, whatever. We're good. We're good. There's 2 hilly trails over there, guarding one. This one here. Let me switch back so I don't die. You know how we go.
Oh yeah, we found it.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
out all that core lapis. Make a note of the location. We'll send the Fayun Commerce Guild to collect it later.
Nice. Ooh, I got the,
Witness the power of Gugwa.
got his burst for the first time. Ooh, that's really cool.
Motion to compel.
Like shoots out water blades. Yeah, that's what you get. Hooligans. Vaporize.
Another one?
Another one bites the dust. Okay, there's 2 more. Where to now? I guess I could do this. Switch back to my other team. Definitely need to get an archer on this team of mine. Someone that's not Amber. Oh, I guess I do have Dinari. And Kole as well. Got it.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
I do have artifacts on her, but I don't know that they're optimized all that well. Like +5, +5, +5, +6, yeah. They could definitely be a lot higher. Like, especially, ooh. Let me see here. Maybe I'll switch to the Scholar's Quill Pin. So I can get the Scholar skill, or the set bonus for her, that'd be really good. Oh yeah, you guys were saying like AR-45 should start focusing on that. It definitely is a skill boost still, but I'm assuming it's not as necessary just yet. Right, so where are these other ones? I believe we've gotten these 3. Where are the other 2 though? Is it all within this circle? I'm guessing, yeah, it's gotta be. Are these the other 2? The empty ones? No. Yeah, good looking out, Silver. No worries. Where are you? Another empty cart. This kind of looks like core lapis boxes, but I have no idea. Believe I checked this one, yeah. So where the heck are the other 2 boxes? Gotta be around here somewhere. Ah, over here. Here's one at least. And there's the other one being guarded.
Here we go! Loads of core lapis. Quick, make a note of the...
Alright. Bring it on, Hilly Charles.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
Hey, have a good night, Xion. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out. I'll probably only be going for another, like, half an hour, 45 minutes, we'll see. Been a long day, but I'll do more on Friday. Have another stream. There we go.
That's it, all right. That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all...
Just completely cut off Paimon again. My bad. It's an interesting area I've never really been to before yet, though. On the edge of the chasm, I believe. This is probably the chasm, right? Yeah, the chasm. What's up, shyster?
We've made a note of the cart's locations. All 5 of them. Can you sell us the core...
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official. I also hope you could put in a good word with your boss for me.
Yeah, no worries.
Done and dusted. Yeah!
How do you know that bluff would work?
Paimon's got a knack for this business malarkey, don't you think? Now for the final stop on our core lapis crawl. To Chang the Ninth's place.
Alright. Let me guess, the other group will be there trying to take him out and we're gonna have to help him. Cut off 5 months, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna ignore you, Whooper Flower. Oh great, and a bunch of random enemies too. Perfect. I don't know that I'll be able to climb this. But we'll try. Oh, this might end badly. This might end badly.
Don't break my glasses.
Damn. I mean, I got it. I got it in the end. Nice. That's all I wanted. Now go see Chang. See how the conclusion of Season 9 of Chang. Tonight, this fall on NBC. Yeah, Sucrose just got pummeled. She got pummeled so hard, we gotta change her name to Splenda. Cause she's not sugar anymore. Go, Sucrose. I don't think I've heard this song before. Maybe. Seems like a different version, slightly. It's like a Super Mario coin. Yeah, I think it's music.
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, Gentry mount-sized thugs have been mysteriously absent for a while now.
Because they have to show up when I'm here.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Got Splenda on your team and she wasn't giving as much elemental mastery as usual.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
You gotta be careful you don't get your Splenda or Sucrose wet, because then it dilutes their power a little bit, so that could be it.
Oh? What happened?
Not only that, but we'd like to purchase your core lapis.
Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? Appearances can be deceiving, that's for sure.
Yeah, custom music for your teapot, that's what I thought. I've actually found a couple of those, and I read one of them, or a couple of them, and saw that was what they did. But it's really cool. Because then you can choose what you want to play in your environment.
But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and even then I'm only breaking even.
Relax, Chang the Ninth.
We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? What's going on? Have I died and gone to heaven?
Yes, now it is Chang the 10th turn.
I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all. But Gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Yeah, trust me.
Huh. Okay then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
We'll send someone to collect the goods later.
Thank you. Thank you 1,000,000 times over. I really don't know what to say.
Don't thank us yet. Wait till we finish at least.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people.
Damn, Paimon.
Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Cool. Let's go. Go see them get taken down. I believe this will probably be the conclusion to this quest, maybe? I guess we'll see. It's kind of crazy that all we've done today is like 2 side quests and it's been like 3 hours. But I mean, they're really interesting stories and stuff like that. Like, the quality is high enough that it doesn't feel like a tedious thing to do or anything like that. Like, interesting stories, interesting characters you're meeting and stuff. Unlocking new things. You're just exploring more of the world and stuff. How time flies. Yeah. This is definitely the type of game where you can just take so much time doing nothing. Like, it's like, oh, what'd you do in the stream today? Oh, I did like 2 quests. But it's fun. Alright, it's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Yeah.
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Well, good for you.
Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes, nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me.
To read that book?
How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related related to Gentry Moutsai. How?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation.
You saw how everything would play out.
And it is thanks to your help that everything will play out just as I had foreseen.
40 chess. Yeah, book nerd.
Why does Paimon have to be
Nothing
the
wrong
only
with that.
one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair. So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui.
Get him.
He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
Interrupt?
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Yeah, what of it?
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
True.
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush, Master, if you please. Seize their core lapis!
You're welcome to come and try. Tickle in my throat.
Body and...
Blitz.
Bring it on.
Animal hypostasis and you... Inadmissible evidence!
Nice.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Rain outlines your fate.
Not being all visible and invisible.
Let me weave you a verse.
Vaporize. That was quick.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
To quote The Rock, just bring it.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off.
Can you smell what the Paimon is cooking?
Within our grasp.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind. To complete the order.
Well, you failed.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait. Master, wait!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
Yeah, it was nothing.
My lord?
My lord?
You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Oh, damn.
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Damn.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
That makes sense why they were so accommodating and everything.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line, because the Traveler said so.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me.
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
Of course.
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attempt to run me into the ground.
So?
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Just like Yanfei and her smugness, this is now Xingqiu's smug moment. Smug Cho.
Have it your way. I'll find the money somehow.
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Paimon just caught up.
So that
She's lagging.
stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Maltsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation.
Appearances can be deceiving.
You're too kind. You have valor in your heart, and that is worthy of admiration.
You're the smug Cho?
Yikes! Paimon's been
The
calling you
smug Cho?
guhua geek this whole time. Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off. Paimon's toast, and sorry, very sorry. Please don't hurt Paimon.
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Good point. It's a nice emergency snack.
Save me, save me. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
And I just completely ignore her. She's so obviously joking. What kind of book did you say you read this in?
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were a huge help.
And in the blue corner, the one, the only, Smug Cho!
Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me. I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The 2 of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
You're the one who's royalty.
My lord, forgive the intrusion.
Kind of.
It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process.
Nice.
Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay.
Why didn't you tell us Xingqiu was the Feiyun heir?
Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
That's fair.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
Don't call me that. I'm no merchant. I'm a traveler. Alright. I'd probably spend it all on books. Yeah. I mean, for me it'd be video games. Books and video games, maybe. Music. He's from one of the most wealthy families in Liyue. It looks like he still cuts his own lopsided bangs. Ooh, so catty, Pokélove. I mean, it's fair. Certainly could be. Well, I mean, this is also a different world, so I don't know, who knows what they what they charge for haircuts and what's in style. Fashion. Fashion impact.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection.
Oh, congrats, Chang.
I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
No big deal. Happy to help.
Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune.
Damn.
Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this Corlapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Oh no.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Seems like it.
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition.
So everyone treats them terribly?
To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility.
I get to learn more about it in Xingqiu Vale. I'll have to check that out too. Maybe the Guhua Renaissance is just around the corner.
What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Tevat Travel Guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity.
Finally, our trip was worth it after all.
My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. I can't believe it.
Quest well done. Strange bookmark.
What?
That was a jump scare. It's like, what?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. Not that little rascal. Surely isn't.
Interesting. Quest complete. Nice.
Now I can get back everything I lost.
Very cool. You recognize something. Now, do I want to try and work up 100 more Prima Gems, or do I want to just buy one of these? Ah, screw it. It's done. It's done. But now I can do a roll. Do a 10 roll. One pull. Yeah, I said whatever. I mean, I'll get more of that for sure. And I also just got new Pyro character, so Bennett is something I wouldn't mind working towards, but... yeah, I got Yanfei for now. But anyways, we have enough to do a roll now. So let's do it. See if we can get some Nahida action going on here. Or even one of the others. I mean, any new character is cool. Even new weapons and stuff. I also have 6 Acquiescent that we could roll too. So, why not? Everyone ready? Is everyone ready? Drum roll, please. Alright. Let's hit it. Come on, hook a brother up. 4-star. Come on, give me something good.
You smell.
Ooh, razor.
Nice. Let's hunt.
I've heard that razor's pretty good. I mean, it may not be Naida, but you guys were saying that razor's pretty good. And I also don't have, like... my only lightning character right now is Lisa, so that's cool. I might actually swap him in. Best good boy. The game was saying I had too many female characters on my team, so now I got Reza and Xingqiu. That's pretty cool, though. I'm not mad at a new Electro character. Yeah. That's cool. And just because I have them, I might as well roll these two. See if I can get some. Oh, interesting. Razor learned a bunch of things from Lisa, like how to speak and use Electro. To see how his moveset is. Ooh, 4-star. Rust. What is Rust? Rapid firing, increased normal attack damage by 40%, but increased charge attack damage by 10%. Ooh. So if you do the rapid fire situation, then that's really good. Interesting. The connection to wolves. A new weapon's a new weapon. I mean, even if it's not the best. Oh, what's this? Something cool.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation.
I don't know
Nice to meet you.
if I know this
Kabe,
character.
an architect. If you have a project you'd like me to work on, then I'll need a detailed description of what you have in mind.
Is Kava a good one? Like I said, I don't think he even has a demo. I don't know. One more. Nah. Oh well. It's funny how I have like so many Dendro characters now. But I mean, I'll definitely try him out. Oh, he does have a demo. Yeah, maybe I just don't remember. Let's see here. Good Dendro. Interesting. Let's try swapping it. I just want to try him out. See how their movesets are and stuff. Where is it? Oh yeah.
I'll scout ahead.
The Broke Architect. Let's see. Oh yeah. I didn't actually switch to the new party. Alright. Oh, he's immune to having Dendro cores explode. Oh, damn. I was saying how I needed like a big sword character. I wanted a big sword character. And I need an Electro character. In Razor, I got both. So I very well may switch him out for Lisa. Ooh, big AoE slam. That's pretty cool. Let's see what this guy can do. Ooh, another big sword character. That's really cool. Like, floating in front. What does this do? I'll just have to look into it, because I don't know what that did. Yeah, 2 Claymore users. I was asking for them and I got them, so let's see what they actually do. Drain stamina over time to get. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Swings the Thunderwolf Claw, dealing electro damage. Electro Sigil. Interesting. 3 Electro Sigils. So kind of similar to Yanfei's situation. Clears all of the Electro Sigils and gets turned to energy. Interesting. Summons the wolf within, which deals electro damage to all. Clears all the Electro Sigils, gives him energy. Ooh. Increases attack speed and electro resistance. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Have a good night, Luna. And thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Good night. That seems pretty dope. And then we got Kevi? Uses Mirak's mapping ability for offensive purposes, initiating a Radal Scan. Scan all Dendro cores in its AoE to cause them to immediately burst. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Physical DPS are in a terrible place. Kevi. Okay. Creates a cubic scanned space, dealing damage to enemies within it. Ooh. Interesting. Kabe. Okay. Yeah, again, I'm terrible with pronunciation sometimes. But, yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty cool. I may not swap to them right this minute, but I have a feeling I might do that. I was thinking more Razor. Like, when it comes to Dendro, I think the Dendro character I would choose would either be Tainari or Naida, or both, as opposed to, Keve. Like, this team's alright right now. I just don't know if I'd want to swap out Lisa. Like, I'll have to test out, Razor's AoEs and stuff. Yeah, Kevin. Just call him Kevin. Kevin shakes his hand out when he plunges. Interesting. I just would like to have the coverage, like having a big sword, like great sword wielding character that also does elemental damage would be decent. Although I also understand that, like, he still has to do like a charged ability in order to use his skill. So, like, Lisa's nice because she can just toss out lightning bolts, right? But I don't know. We'll think about it. Plenty of stuff I could do though. It doesn't hurt to have options. I mean, I just did like a few rolls and got a few new characters I can play with if I want to. Again, that's now my second Electro character in this game yet so far. So that's cool. That's very cool. Most claymores are physical. Yeah, it's just convenient to have something like that to just travel around with and be able to do that kind of physical damage on the regular. As opposed to having to, like, rely on just pure magic users, which are good. Like, don't get me wrong, my team's pretty solid. But, I don't know. It'd be good to have someone that can, like, tank a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just my, like, classical, like, RPG mindset where it's like you should have good coverage, you should have, like, the mage, you should have the kind of fast, short sword using character, you should have the, big, heavy sword wielding character kind of thing. I don't know. Standard Banner is the only place besides the shop that you can find constellations for Kyle. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I can imagine it being a pain to try and build them up to max level. Or whatever, like C6, I guess. Because at this point, the only characters I have any kind of constellations for is Cole and Candace, which at this point I'm not using either of them. So, yeah, I don't know. Razor, Kaya, Barbara, and Zhongling. Interesting. That's not a bad combination. Like, I feel like Sucrose, Razor, Yanfei, and Xingqiu isn't bad. Like, it's a good coverage, but I don't know. I'll have to, like, think about it, try them a little more, test out some stuff. I think I'm pretty well at the end of the stream now. I have probably time for like one or two more things. I think I might try out the what's it called? Try out the trial, the test run with Naida and Hotao, because I haven't done it yet. So why not? Do it live. Like, we'll do it live. Try out Naida and see how she actually plays. Dendro damage mark opponents hit with Seed of Skanda. Razor needs a cryo character. Ah, I see. Okay.
Whoops.
Didn't mean to do that. Ooh, that's cool.
I see everything. Here. Gooba, get them. Eat this.
Yeah, it's very unlike what I expected it to be. That's really cool, though. Never seen this enemy before.
Everyone's
It's almost like PC noises, too.
come a little closer.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Hey! The Temple of Wisdom!
Is that healing? No, yeah, it's healing. Okay.
You're in for a little shock.
At least I think it is.
Let the show begin. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, Poke Love. I appreciate it.
There's more! I see everything.
Yeah, it's hard to say with the fan animations. I haven't done too many more. Just because, yeah, exactly that, potential for spoilers.
Boba, get them!
They are fantastic so far.
My blade!
Two more.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Let's spark things up a little.
Get him.
Share my knowledge!
Damn. That was pretty quick. That was fun. I can see why people like the character. Let's try Hu Tao's out. Ooh. Interesting. You could tap her skill of enemies around it. That's cool. Ooh, damn.
Finally, I get the fairy.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Show's over.
Ooh, damn. Ooh, that was quick.
Don't be scared.
I've seen Layla before.
My guiding stars.
She can read Subaru NPC's minds. That's crazy.
Time to go.
Yep.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword.
You're toast.
Get him.
Nice and spicy. Cold. Lines of demand. Higher, pants on fire.
Ooh, that does so much damage.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your...
The night is cold. Boba, get them.
Nice. It's crazy when you're playing these and you get the teams together that are just so strong. They're just absolutely wiping the floor with all these enemies. That's awesome. That was fun. I think I'll save Sethos and Cookie Shinobu for next time, because I've obviously already played as Xingqiu. I will do it to get the rewards and stuff, but these are the ones that give Prima Gems, so... Yeah, that was fun though. Like, I can see the appeal of both those characters, and I wouldn't mind. Like, it would be really cool to have a team with both of them, but yeah. I mean, it's just the ability of the different characters and how strong they are together. Stuff like, even on their own, like, just the fact that they're so much higher level than like my team is currently. It's a huge difference. So beautiful as always, though. And this was fun, though. Even though we didn't do a ton, we still made some progress, unlocked some things, had some fun. I think that's it for my stream for tonight. It's been a long day. I'm out too, Lone Wolf, did I? So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. And once again, thanks PokeLove for the support. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. That was awesome. Yeah, made some good progress. And again, I'll be streaming again probably on Friday, most likely. So, sorry about the Crusader. Hope you have a great night and everything goes well for you. But anyways, until next time, later days, folks. Bye-bye.